Hey guys, Bricks and News here, and today's review is of the LEGO Marvel Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 Baby Rockets ship, which released April 1st, 2023. Its set number 76254, comes with 330 pieces, and is retailing for $44.99 Canadian. So let's take a look at what we got here, shall we? Up first we have Build and Structure Integrity. It's a small set, and although there are lots of moving parts here, it feels quite sturdy. These arms swing out in different directions, the engine thrusts rotate, the front boosts on the arms rotate. There's a lot going on here for such a small ship model, but I never felt like the set was going to fall apart in my hands or that parts were on the brink of popping off. So I'll give Build and Structure Integrity a 2. It feels good to operate when you're moving the parts around. Up next, we have Creativity. I'll reiterate, for a small model, LEGO has given us lots of ways to play with it, or even just to display it. But in saying that, you're probably not going to use this as a display piece, as it is somewhat plain. I'll admit, it's nothing exciting to look at all. It's very basic, from the outer shell of the ship to the cockpit. There's really not much going on here, so I'm going to give Creativity a 1. Next we have Likeness and Accuracy. Well, to be fair, I can't judge this accurately because I've yet to see the actual ship in the movie. But in saying that, the fact LEGO opted to have so many moving parts on such a small model, it's probably safe to assume that was a design decision to display the unique features of the ship. Otherwise, it's rather pointless having the arms that expand out with the rotating thrusters. So I'll give Likeness and Accuracy a tentative 1.5, at least until we can get a look at the actual ship in the upcoming movie. Next we have Minifigure and Mold Print. Okay, so hear me out. My main issue is that whilst I love the separate tail for Big Rocket, which gives the figure more depth and character, I'm not a fan of the execution. The portion that attaches to the bottom half of the model is the same color as the tail, so brown. So what you end up getting here is this brown portion on the model that looks like his belly is hanging out of his pants or something. Couldn't they just print that portion blue to match the uniform? I mean, maybe that's asking a bit much, who knows. Other than that though, the uniform looks nicely printed. Rocket's head is, I guess, the best you can expect from LEGO. The face looks too cute though. It's like the raccoon from the Over the Hedge movie. It doesn't look anything like Rocket if you ask me, but at least you can tell it's a raccoon, right? Now, Baby Rocket looks really cute. The head portion is printed, but the body is just solid brown, so perhaps half raccoon, half cat? I don't know. All in all, I'm not overly impressed with the figs. I was really looking forward to getting them, and now that I have them, I'm not that impressed at all. So I'm going to give the minifigs prints 1. And lastly, Build and Manual Complexity. It's a small 8+ build, so it's not going to take you long at all to put together. I think I put the whole thing together in like an hour or so. There's no stickers here, so you don't have to worry yourself with fiddling with them, which can cause problems for most of us. What I will say, I did notice several times in the build process that you get to a section and there isn't any indication of what pieces are being put together. So you build one section, you put it aside, then you build another section, and then you flip the page and suddenly those portions are now together and you're being instructed to put other pieces on. So it took me a good few seconds to realize that the two separate builds had now been combined. So I'm feeling like that will likely confuse some of the younger builders, considering that this is an 8+ set. For that reason, I'm going to give the Build and Manual Complexity a 1. For someone like myself, it wasn't difficult to figure it out in a few seconds, but I can see a young builder kind of confused as to what exactly was going on there. So I'm going to give Build and Manual Complexity a 1. So overall guys, I'm going to give this set a 6.5 out of 10. It's a discount die for me. It's definitely not worth $45 in my opinion. I wouldn't say it's a must build or even a build. maybe pick it up if you find it at your local store on sale. Why not, right? Otherwise, it's probably one of those sets that you're going to put together and later you'll find yourself putting it away somewhere in some dark corner of your closet to collect dust. I don't know, I just felt the whole ship was a bit underwhelming. It's like, to compensate for the plain aesthetic, they give you lots of moving parts. You put it together and you almost expect this thing to transform into an Autobot or something. You know, I found myself putting it together and all I could hear ringing in my ear is the Transformers theme song. It looks less like a ship and more like a mining device or vehicle, with the big thrusters and the discs on the arms that move in every which direction. And then the tailpiece for Big Rocket, it just throws off his whole front profile. So yeah, this isn't something that I would go seeking out to buy, but if I find it on discount, I'd probably pick it up. Anyway, that's it for me, guys. Let me know down in the comments what you think. Is Rocket looking a bit too cute and cuddly? And then, does the ship look like an Autobot reject or what? Let me know what you think. And until next time, keep building.